So I want to do this video in relation to what happened yesterday here in the Mediterranean area. If you didn't know, there was a blackout. I'm sure everyone knows by now. Specifically in Portugal, Spain, and they say some parts of France. I'm currently in Agde, in the Mediterranean area of France, in southern France, and there was no outage here where I'm located. But I know for the most part, everyone talks about like, oh, you know, The Simpsons spoke about it. Everybody knows that this was going to happen. And yes, this is related in some parts to trying to roll in the digital currency. But also, I just thought it was interesting because as part of my targeting experience, this tactic of outages has happened to me on 2 occasions. One when I was still in Barcelona with the neighbors who were around me, and one now even here in France where we did not have electricity for 2 days and they try to make up like all sorts of excuses of how it's possible the people who were, you know, in the building turned off our electricity, right? What is this about? So, you know, the thing is that I call them Sims when I'm usually with my kids, but the NPCs right now realize that their time is up and there's really nothing they can do. So they, as I mentioned before, are always looping, repeating the same tactics, but I even have said many times that here in the Mediterranean, it feels like really strange things are going on. And I'm not saying that, like, for example, I'm the most, like, how would you say, like, the smartest person in the world or anything like this, but, like, you can tell that whatever is going on here in the Mediterranean, it's almost as if you have a little area, right, this little ley line, this little energy center of NPCs in this area that are being possessed by, you can say, these kind of parasitic entities, okay? Because I've mentioned before, if you are an NPC, you have no soul. You are just a vessel, okay? So anything can make themselves a home in that vessel. And you never know, because I always think about it. I remember when the Pope was opening the door for the Jubilee, like, you know, all these strange things happen in the Mediterranean. So you really don't know what's going on. But whatever is going on, I feel that when you see this tactic of power outages and all of these kind of things, especially because this is like something that I've experienced. It's interesting. The only difference is that they've done it to like several countries on a grand scale. You know what I mean? And another thing is, if you notice, I haven't really seen a lot of publications per se about the outage. It hasn't been as widespread and posted on TikTok. So I don't know if that has something to do with the algorithm or something like this. But just know that all of these tactics, they do the street theater. And when they do these kind of things, shows that they, for real, are the ones that are in fear. They are in fear, and they are trying with every last breath and attempt to, you know, try to get the people who are awakened to be distracted, to have them, you know, lose focus and bend the energy back in their favor. That's really what they are doing. If you ever think of street theater, and sometimes when certain things have happened, you should ask yourself, why do they always have to do it when you pass by? In actuality, a lot of the things, especially that some of these, you know, people have spoken about, related to their experiences, if you think about it, these scenarios, these narratives that they come up with, they can really just do whatever they want even without you really knowing, right? But they make it a point to make sure that you overhear it, that you see it, that you are invested in it, and this way your energy, the manipulation of your energy. But when you already understand and you know what's going on, it's not the same. It's not the same fighting the spiritual warfare battle when the chosen ones are awake. When we are awakened, it's not the same, right? Because now it's an even playing field. But when we were asleep and we were really believing these things and we didn't understand what was going on, it was a different story. But fortunately, the new earth is here, period. And their time is up. In Jesus' mighty name, everyone should be making sure they preach it. I actually wanted to tell this story also because I just had a little incident with the Sims out there trying to pull shenanigans as always. But I just wanted to make this point. And I think it's something that we should really, in some ways, take as a sign of victory. Keep on praying. Keep on, bending the energy the way that we were meant to bend the energy. Keep on focusing in the direction that you want to focus on, not what they want you to focus on. So anyways, that's all.